respected Secretary Sir, Additional Secretary Madam, Joint Secretary Madam, Honorable Chief Guest, Honorable MP, all the team members from NRLM, and everyone who are assembled here. I am making a small presentation on the initiatives by Kudumbashree during the crisis. Yeah, I hope this is also visible.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
So the initiative to address initiatives to address COVID-19, that is a presentation. And Ismay sir, the briefing was, it is better to focus on policies, economic support, services provided, SHGs as a catalyst, long-term vision, initiatives, innovations, etc. So the entire presentation is focused on some key policy decisions adopted in Kerala for the purpose of knowledge sharing. So this is the background from which this presentation is made. And I'm presenting 12 interventions during the last 1 year. 12 different types of interventions are presented in this slide, which will be there for 10 minutes. And I'm not going through each point now because it is coming in detail. The first intervention which I would like to highlight is community kitchen. Honorable Secretary Sir also mentioned that during the first wave of COVID pandemic, during April-May 2020, there was crisis of food shortage or whether people will be able to get provisions, etc. So in Kerala, it was decided to start community kitchens. And it is started by the local bodies and SHG members supported it. So altogether 1,323 community kitchens were started. Usme se kuch community kitchen local bodies they did themselves. Remaining 1,144 community kitchens were run by SHG members. It is not a great economic opportunity, but it's a great empowerment opportunity. They really felt happy that we could help people during this crisis. It was a service opportunity, and that way, this was very great help for the public at that particular point of time. A couple of photos from the community kitchen are here. And the second initiative is how we took the community kitchen forward. From community kitchen, we migrated to a hotel chain to address the pandemic in long term. This is a matter which we are all proud of the teamwork in the last 1 year. We requested the SHG members to start one hotel in each local body. So it's a hotel chain where meals will be available at 20 rupees, parcel meal will be available at 25 rupees, and government gives a small subsidy of 10 rupees per meal. So the cost of a meal is 30 rupees. And in the last 1 year, we could establish 1,120 budget hotels. We call it Janakeeya Hotels in Kerala. And all the details are in the website, how many meals are given every day, what are the locations of the hotel, etc. And happily, it's an employment to 50,000 women. So COVID was an opportunity where we could set up a great model in the state. And in case of second pandemic, when the second pandemic came, these Janakeeya hotels were the hubs. These are the hubs where food is available and people can get this food from this hotel. So this is a long-term measure, and this is sustainable, and this is a income-generating opportunity which we have created. And this is a map of the hotels. It is there in the entire state of Kerala, totally run by 5,000 SHG members, and a couple of photos on the Janakeeya hotels. Also, now I would like to highlight a couple of policies adopted here. Government decided to give interest-free loan to SHGs during the first wave of pandemic. So the interesting part is we signed MOU with all the banks. Different banks have different interest rates. Some may give at 8%, kuch dusre long 9% mein denge, not 8, more than their MCLR. So it will be 9, 10, 11, 12, etc. So all the banks, with the support of SLBC, State Level Bankers Committee, they decided that they will give loan at 9% to SHGs. And government decided that Government of Kerala will give full interest subvention. So that way, SHG members availed a loan of 1,917 crore, and 25 lakh SHG members were beneficiaries of this program. So this was a huge support. It's a huge financial support, interest-free loan. and the total subsidy provided by the government of Kerala was 309 crore over a period of 3 years. First year, the subsidy amount is slightly high, second and third year, it is less. So this was another initiative, interest-free loan, about 2,000 crore was disbursed. It's a photo of the inauguration function. Then recently, when the second wave came, here there was a thought on how to address the second wave. So there are a lot of provisions in NRLM to give CIF, VF, etc., VRF, and RF, etc. So when this was discussed, then Honorable Chief Minister of Kerala, he announced a program. We will give 1 lakh rupees to each village organization, each ward level committee. We call it ADS in Kerala. So Area Development Society of Kerala will get 1 lakh rupees. The money is not received. Now the 200 crore to 20,000 VOs will be given within next 2-3 weeks. So this is to address vulnerabilities due to COVID, to support SHGs to use as a revolving fund. So this is another policy level decision which is taken here. Then CIF from NRLM was great support. We were able to disburse 46.86 crore in 2021, and now we have allotted 24 crore. So altogether, more than 50,000 enterprises were supported. So as Honorable Chief Guest was mentioning, that support to micro enterprise and livelihood at the time of pandemic is very critical. So this fund is the support for enterprises at the time of COVID pandemic for livelihood. Then nationally also many livelihood opportunities were created. I am highlighting some novel initiatives like sanitizer, mask and face shield production we also did here. We started something called disinfection unit. 125 disinfection units were created. We trained 686 SHG members for disinfecting the premises, and people hire them, government offices hire them at a particular rate. We have a government order approving the rate also. And I'm very happy to present that 57 lakh rupees was the business volume generated in the last 6 months. So this is a unique livelihood opportunity which was created. Then home delivery services, some organizations like Supplyco, it's a Civil Supplies Department's corporation, they were promoting home delivery, and SHG members were willing to do that at a cost. Then Civil Supplies Department itself, they were giving food kits. So we got an order for 1.2 crore cloth bags. So that was a huge opportunity for SHG members. And now we are strengthening our home shop network. It's a network of people who are going to houses to deliver goods. So that has got huge market especially in Kerala in service sector. So wo bhi abhi scale up kar raha hai. We have expanded it to all the districts. So this is a photo of the disinfection unit. Another photo of the unit working. Then another policy level intervention is a special livelihood package. In Kerala, there was a new government is elected recently, and in June, the new government presented a budget. So they thought that it's important to give priority to livelihood package through self-help group network, Kudumbashree. So government announced a 100 crore livelihood package in the recent budget only to address the livelihood issue of COVID pandemic. And the focus should be on vulnerable communities. That is a key word in the budget speech. And our office, we are preparing the components right now. I would like to highlight a couple of other initiatives. One is a marketing campaign. During the COVID, all the SHGs, all the micro enterprises suffered. They could not sell their products. Their raw materials were stacked. Some got destroyed also. So selling was a challenge. So we did 2 campaigns. First campaign was during last September, when we made a small kit of 500 rupees, product kit of various provisions were packed in a bag, and it was sold to 1.59 lakh people, and 6 crore rupees was obtained. So this was an amount which directly went to SHGs. So this marketing campaign helped us a lot. Then we have an online portal where, just like when we saw the great Amazon Indian festival, we also thought we will have a similar festival, and we have a Nulsav campaign where some discounts were given, and we received 8,891 orders. So we could do some marketing campaign to promote SHG products during lockdown. And also, as I mentioned earlier, the home shop system is also strengthened. So that network also, distribution network also will be a good infrastructure, or it will be a good service provider in Kerala. Now we are planning a next campaign in August. Like photos from, this is a photo of a kit, and this is a photo of the packing, and this second photo is that of the online shopping festival. And Honorable Secretary Sir was mentioning about mental health support. So, sir, we have done that. We have Snehita, that's a name which we call. There's a gender help desk in all the districts in Kerala. And we have community counselors and service providers in the Snehita Center. So they provide support to women or families in distress. So we have given training to 360 community counselors in the state, and they provided counseling support to all the families through phone. Ms. Maya was also mentioning that support in her speech. So this is another intervention. 10th is slightly different. In Kerala, online education has started. So then there was a thought process that many people, many students do not have TV or laptop. Then government came up with a scheme that why don't you provide laptop for 15,000 rupees. So Kerala State Financial Enterprise, they started a chit fund scheme. And the scheme is pay 500 rupees a month for 30 months. But after the 3 months, so that means after paying 1,500 rupees, you can select a laptop, and laptop will be delivered in 90 days. Department of IT, they tendered the laptops, and 4 options, HP, Lenovo, Acer, and Poconix were available. Now, about 59,575 SHG members joined in the scheme, because by paying 1,500 rupees, they will get a laptop, and they can pay the remaining in the next 30 months. Government is bearing some interest subvention portion to KSFE, and 4,450 laptops delivered. So this is a slightly unique experiment which happened here, only for Kudumbashree through the KSFE. It's an inauguration of the laptop scheme. And the cost of laptop is 15,000 to 18,000. All the models, there is a difference in price. Now, more importantly, I have 2 more points where supportive services to the needy and vulnerable were given through the self-help group network. In the earlier points, we were mentioning about the policy level intervention. What really happened in the field is, these are the activities. There are destitute families, about 1.5 lakh destitute families are there. And we have community CRP system where CRPs will call them once in every week. They will call, and in case of any need, agar koi madad chahiye, so then CRP will direct them either to health ASHA worker or to the panchayat for the respective support. So that is one support which we have done. And there are the BUDS schools. It's the name of a school. There are 300 schools where 9,000 intellectually challenged children are studying. For them, it's a lockdown for the last 2 years. So it's very difficult situation for them. So the community system supported them also through counseling and through teacher support, so that the most vulnerable sections of the society are supported. Then, as Ms. Maya mentioned, local bodies were providing great support for COVID pandemic fight. So there were something called war rooms in local bodies. There were rapid response teams in each local body. So SHG members are very active in all these to support families, to provide services, to ensure healthcare, to support vaccination. So they are an integral part of the local team to support families at the time of COVID pandemic. A small photo from the news that came regarding the support for BUDS schools. Then another program was, in the initial wave, there were fear that the wave will affect elderly population. Elderly are more vulnerable, so elderly should really take care. So we had a communication channel through the SHG network, and we communicated it to all the 45 lakh members. And also awareness, I am not presenting any numbers on activities. All the 3 lakh self-help groups and 45 lakh members actively participated in spreading the awareness, photos, videos. There was a unique system which we built, is called chain call system. The CLF chairperson will call all the VO presidents. VO president will call all the SHG presidents. SHG president will call all the SHG members and will communicate. Basically, they will ask, kya hal hai, what are the difficulties, etc. But if there is any need, they will support. So that chain call system really worked well. And also there was a lot of campaign to educate. Online interactive session with doctors were arranged. We arranged a small online exam series for children. So whether you need to wear 2 masks, what will happen when you go out? So small questions where everyone will get almost 100% marks, 20 questions. But that went viral, and there was a lot of education and support and knowledge sharing through that mechanism. So a lot of IEC activities were done during the pandemic so that the people are aware, educated, and also people really care. WhatsApp groups were formed. Then at present, to address the second pandemic, we are running a big campaign. It's called Mission COVID 2021 campaign, where the entire campaign is run through the community network. 2,000 resource persons are identified, and they are conveying the message to all the SHG networks. Then, of course, there is support from the SHG network for vaccination, for bringing people to vaccination camp to address fears and all. And also there are enterprise groups which are providing all services for waste management, etc. So these are the community level interventions that happened during the pandemic. And all the data and details, photos, etc. are available in Kudumbashree's website. There is a page, kudumbashree.org, fight against COVID. So all these 12 interventions, and there are more smaller interventions, we have listed the entire data in the website. And also there are some impact studies, documentation, details of local initiatives, etc. in the website. So I'm ending the presentation here. These are photos from 2 handbooks. The photo in the left side is the 100-page handbook, which we have prepared for the campaign, which is ongoing now. And the second is a collection of success stories. We named it Stories of Compassion and Strength of SHG Members. And success stories is also uploaded in the website. We wanted to thank everyone for the opportunity given, and we hope through the support of NRLM, we will be able to strengthen the community network, and through the community network, we will be able to overcome the crisis of COVID. Thank you very much.